Are live.
Okay.
Oh
my gosh.
Well, good. Oh, we have to do a recording in progress.
Recording in progress. Cool.
Fantastic. Hey, welcome. This is episode 22.
Finally, no 21.
No. Oh, yeah, it's 21. Yeah, I made the graphic. I thought it was the next one. So it's episode 21 of the Fran and Carlo Get OCR Adjacent live on site in Bartow, Florida. Do you know where that is? Because I didn't. So you have Tampa and you've got Orlando, and you're pretty much the path of the hurricane that just came through. You start in Tampa. Yeah, they're fine. Everything's great. It's very wet here though, and very humid.
It's very humid and buggy.
And it spins. We're one of the few podcasts that isn't sponsored by Liquid Death, by the way, but I'm bringing it anyway.
Sponsors, we wish we had.
Exactly. What is happening? Our camera keeps moving. Okay. Oh, look at this. Hang on, we're gonna get it going. Anyway, but now we can't see who's watching.
You never could.
You couldn't see anyway, but there are people watching.
We've never live before.
All right.
Oh,
So we're live.
Yeah, we're live. And, Fran, what is Most Up Is Mutter 2024?
Yeah.
Was fixing to be a pretty good event to begin with.
Yeah.
What was the breaking news of the day that none of us were expecting that broke later this afternoon, and now we're all like, oh my gosh, that changes everything.
Ryan Atkins.
Ryan Atkins. Did we think Ryan Atkins was going to show up? We did not.
Yeah,
He just had a baby. Well, his wife just had a baby. And he was just like hiking up in the mountains, I swear, the other day. Like me and the baby, and hiking up in the mountains with little our dog Noodle. And no, now, boom. He showed up today at pit check-in, and it changes everything. Because we were talking a little bit today about who we thought some of the top men would be.
Some very, very good men here this year.
Yeah.
Very good men. Big competition for the men.
Yeah.
And now Ryan Atkins.
I was, Michael Schutt is back, right?
Schutt has returned.
Schutt, right? So if he can avoid that 3-hour pit stop,
Yep,
like
snoozing.
that's the only thing that stopped him from winning last year. Who else?
Josh Fury.
Josh. He's your guy.
My guy.
He's, yes,
I love that guy.
Yep. And then
Justin in the background.
Dustin's in the background.
Arsenio Hall. Yeah.
Yes. Who is the guy I've been pumping up all day?
There we
His
go.
name I'm suddenly blanking.
I know, same.
Michael Schutt.
Rucco.
Joe Rucco. I still have a lot of, I still think Joe Rucco's going to be top 3 easy. Not easy, but then we just met, I don't know if you guys remember Andrew he's a Kiwi. He did 85 miles in 2017. He swears he's doing 100 miles at least.
So his goal is 100 miles as fast as he can and see what happens after that. And he's very pleased with his course. We'll talk about the course in a minute.
Yeah.
Because we went out and kind of did a big loop, not the whole course, but we did a loop there.
Yeah, we did about 3.5, 4
I
miles.
said to him, I was like, did you see the train? Because the train is...
He was not fazed by that.
He was happy.
Yes.
He was like, that is good for me. That is good.
That's what he says.
So, it's pretty...
It is not, well, how do you describe it?
Gnarly.
I was saying chunky.
It's chunky. It's there's going to be a lot of turn down calls. There's probably it's
Yes.
just rough.
So unlike any other World's Toughest Mudder they've ever had before, there was actually a Tough Mudder event going on in the morning, prior to the race. So I think that is, in this case, it's positive because there was a lot of tall grass and weeds and thicket
Yeah,
that
so
I think will get
a little bit
that will get
annoying,
pressed.
but the ground underneath it is very.
It is, but I think getting that matted down will help a lot. I think it'll kind of soften the terrain a little bit. He was, yes, and he was working in Arizona in Phoenix for the previous 3 weeks, so he's been running in 100-degree weather.
And he's not phased by the
He does not seem to be phased by. Well, he came from Phoenix. That's not that bad. Yeah. From Kiwi jet lag. Yeah, understood.
Kiwi jet lag. Oh, you're going over the Kiwi jet lag.
What?
What?
Okay. So, what else do we know? Something we learned on course today is they've modified one of the kind of staple.
Holy mackerel!
And I've been trying to warn people all day about this obstacle.
Yeah.
So, pyramid scheme is the one that we've all done a million times, and it's just a big slanted wall, and it's kind of slick, and because you go through water before you get in, and you kind of, in the old days, you would create a pyramid of people to get up. And in Worlds Past, they put ropes down, they put lube on it 1 year, I think it was 2021, or no, anyway, they put lube on it 1 year to make it worse.
Well, we approached this today and we're like, why is there a car in it?
Yeah. So they've stretched a cargo net across the whole thing, cargo net across, and a cargo net across the whole thing, and it is not very loose. and you basically have to go through the little moat, and then you basically. I think it's impossible. Andrew was saying he'll be able to go up on his belly. We watched Jason Dupree
was
take like a good 6-7 minutes to get up that
He
thing.
tried lots of different things.
Yeah, so you're basically going to lay on your back, I think.
Well, his problem going on his front just then he scratched his back. But in the middle of the night when you're wearing a shirt, you're not going to have that problem.
Yeah, but if you have your bib and if you're a woman with a ponytail, like you're going to be.
Problem going on your back.
I would think so.
If you're wearing a bib and it's sliding metal, the bib can slide down. And
You say slidey metal, it's slidey plastic.
sliding material.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, that's alright.
Yeah, you do it all the time.
All the time.
Oh no, how dare I correct you once? Anyway, so that I think is going to be a major time suck for some people, and an energy suck. Like if you're in there with other people, it'll probably be a lot easier. You can kind of like Devil's Beard in general, like in the old days where you just kind of had someone hold the net up for you. You know, not me. Not me. No. They will blame me because anytime there's a cargo net put on top of anything now, they're like,
Anytime it's a Carlo net.
because of one modified obstacle back in like 2018. That yes. So it's not my fault.
Also, what else did we just grab?
Well, I will tell you this.
Tell me.
If you, what is it called? Not well swung. What's the one? No, well swung is out there. Oh, by the way, well swung. If they don't change it from how it was today, I apologize to fellow shorties like me.
I tried 4 times.
You're probably doing the penalty.
I tried 4 times. I have done it in the past. I've been able to do it in the past. I could not.
The leap to the bar is pretty
really
significant.
On my last try, I did manage to just touch the bar, but I could not enough to grab it. It was tonight with the bar. Jason managed it. Jason
Dupree
managed it.
He did. I feel really awkward because I feel like Evan is filming us the whole time over there, but he's not. He's ignoring us.
any attention to it.
Our buddy Evan Perperis is in the audience, and so we would show you, but
We actually have just the guys behind the camera.
yeah, the OCR Report
staring
crew.
at us.
By the way, we have such an armada of people.
An armada.
I'm so excited.
Such
Spanish
an
had an
armada.
armada.
It is.
It was the Nina, the pizza, and the Santa Maria.
Santa Maria.
Yeah. Well, those are the 3 that we talked about in class in the U.S. Was there more?
Yeah.
Did it take more to 3 by me and Armada? We have now detoured off the course. Oh no! What is the one? It was called the Gauntlet. Now it's called something else. Nope. Not just the tip. It's you do the rings and you do the little rope with the thing on it.
Oh yeah.
Hanging tough, right? Hanging tough. The obstacle itself hasn't changed much, but
I also couldn't reach.
if you fall off the obstacle, do not spend a lot of time on the mat.
Fire ants.
There was a large population of ants.
Well, maybe just regular ants.
Yeah, but they took over.
A few people with some bad ant bites today.
Yeah, there's little ant hills everywhere, so I don't know where they all are, but I'm sure people will find them.
Some after,
Oh, Shawshank. There was a now though you shouldn't be on the ground at that part of the obstacle, but there was a significant amount of ant hills in that area too. So yeah, what do you remember from the course? We didn't get to see all of it. Funky Monkey, traditional Funky Monkey was there.
well, we didn't do the whole course.
We did not.
Because we were live streaming it, and they wanted us to do the whole thing.
That is correct.
Because there were some surprises tomorrow. So they didn't want us
Well,
to.
Ryan Atkins, that was the biggest surprise for tomorrow. They hid that one.
We didn't see any alligators.
We did not. Although there was. So the course goes around a lake, and at one point they did have you going into the lake to do one little like kind of a creek crossing thing, but the local wildlife showed up. The baby did, and they didn't know where the mama was, so they decided to move that further down the course and not have you go actually in the natural lake because there's natural.
We did see cows.
There are cows out there and byproducts of cows, so be careful where you step because there was some large. Yeah. The cows were just living their best life. Like they were very regular cows based on what we saw.
I am not good at Loch Ness. The water was very low in Loch Ness.
Very low. I'm sure they'll add more water there. Shawshank was low too. I'm sure they'll add water for that. The Kiss of Mud they added. There was there's little like mounds and there's little blocks in there, so there's different little obstacles for you to. It's not just a straight
I feel like there's a lot of
belly slide.
There's a lot more still to the penalties.
There's no penalties were set up. We have no idea other than
We're a little bit blind right now.
the penalty for.
Oh my gosh, are y'all serious? That you're doing this broadcast live and you didn't tell me? Because I'm watching on my phone. How are people going to know the weather?
We were hoping you didn't notice.
Yeah, we were guys. You can. Oh, hey Jack, really
Can I
quick.
get my 30 seconds of fame at some point tonight?
You want to introduce him?
Oh my god, okay. Everybody.
The microphone.
Everybody. Get
Not
ready.
too close.
Get ready for Jack's
30-second worldwide weather report. Take it away, Jack.
I need my phone so I can look at the weather though. Okay, the weather is 35 degrees with chances of snow. Oh shoot, it's the wrong city. Hold on. Where are we? What town? Bartow? Okay. Okay, very important. The race starts at 1 p.m. tomorrow. I just found out like an hour ago.
Okay, Jack, thank you for the time. That's 30 seconds. Perfect. Appreciate that. That's our guy, Jack Chorus. Can you still see us if we lay back? 'Cause it's much
Yeah.
more comfortable.
I don't want to know what my...
It's a beautiful night. Oh.
So what do we know about the race tomorrow? What do people need to know?
Well,
There are bugs.
I think the women's field is wide open.
It is.
I mean, wide open.
Wide open.
Like, it is uncomfortable. You're absolutely right. That's fine. In fact, I don't even know, like, gosh. I mean, our favorite woman is here.
Melissa Linden!
Melissa Linden is here. She's probably watching. She's probably, everyone gets quiet and looks. We just yelled Melissa Linden. I feel like I saw her earlier, but I
She's
haven't.
inside.
Is she here?
Melissa, come outside with us.
Oh yeah, someone grab Melissa Linden.
Yeah, so the women's field is very different to how it's been in the last few years.
Yeah, no Chris Rogowski, two-time back-to-back
Apparently,
champion.
we were going to run on a team together, but she forgot to come.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Which, by the way, the story of that has gotten around, and people were like, "That's a really good idea."
It's a really good
like,
idea.
I was
But-
joking around that we brought Atkins down because Chris couldn't make it.
So, to be fair, I was like, that's a really good idea, and I could actually do it. And then we were doing the laps today, and I was like,
Oh, I don't want to do that at
I don't
all.
wanna do it.
That's the one thing running those 3 miles today taught me was like, you know what? Kind of cool with not
So-
running this year.
what are we, having done a little park tour
Yeah.
today, what are we thinking about?
I'll tell you this. I don't think anyone. Now, granted, no one's done this yet, but everyone's like, "Ooh, these hot guys are coming." Here comes the 120. I don't think nobody's getting 125 between the terrain and the heat. I just don't think. I don't think it's.
The heat.
It is so hot.
It hurts.
Yeah, it's going to be hot at the start. It's going to be hot until 11 p.m.,
Well, it's currently 7 p.m. and it's 25 degrees Celsius.
which is
It's like 77.
yeah, 77 is a really nice day in California,
This is midsummer.
and the humidity is like, wow. Was she gone, guys?
No, she's coming.
Okay, cool. We've secured Melissa Linden. She's going to come chat with us, which is so great because I have a lot to talk to her about. Or actually, you do.
Give her a guest chair.
Yeah.
We had a good hair chat.
You had a hair
We
chat?
have some very similar hair.
Oh, nice.
It's frizzy.
Are we wide enough for her to be there?
We can be.
Well,
Okay.
it's wide.
It's 78
I'm
currently.
not calling you wide. I'm saying is the camera wide
It
enough?
doesn't feel like that.
You're quite
Clouds
narrow.
make a hell of a difference.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Women's field. Gosh.
Will is just rolling his eyes.
Will is over here rolling his eyes. If you don't know Will, first off, shame on you.
Shame on you.
There is no OCR report without Will
There
Hicks.
is no Rosie O'Furrow without Will Hicks.
Fran likes to repeat everything I say. A la Jack Goris. I totally forgot Jack was supposed to do his spot. That was good.
But this
I
year
wish
she's
somebody
like
did the usual
taking
session,
ultras
like
because
all
how these people
something.
do.
I have not planned the thoughts on things at all. But
Will, come up with a thought on this.
yeah.
She's not like
for you guys to start?
saying that she's going to do well.
Yeah, we will.
That's fine.
Because we have to wait for Melissa Linden anyway.
Melissa
Who else is right there? You can see one call over. See, a lot of people have gone because it's
Yeah, we saw this a bit late.
7:15ish, so
Y'all can also percolate if you want.
We can percolate if we want.
we can. Although we could not too because we're sitting down being very comfortable. Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
You got a nap today
I
too.
got a nap today.
I got a
It's
nap
very
today too.
unusual when I travel like
It's
that.
okay. We have no race results for you because I have not been.
Although there was trifecta weekend last weekend, Nicole Miracle.
Oh, Nicole Miracle just won everything. That's what you need to know.
That's what you need
She
to know.
won and then
Nicole
she won and
Miracle's
then she
on
won again.
And I wish she was
So-
here, but you know it's too soon after.
She's not really a world's person.
She's not, but fuck it.
Like I don't think she's ever done it. She's come to it because she's crewed
did it,
before.
yeah.
So that's somebody that should have been here. Ulrika Evanson should have been here.
Oh, she's supposed to be here?
She was. That was her plan.
What happened?
Injury.
Alabama?
So that would have been really cool. to have her.
That would have been really cool. Because
Okay, so
Look at
race
this.
results for last weekend. Thank
I love
you
it.
so much for the Trifecta World Championships that happen in Sparta, Greece. Don't forget next year they are going to be happening in the USA. In first place was Nicole Miracle. In second place, Sabrina Dalio.
yep, easy for you to say.
And
I
in
can't
third
repeat that
place,
at all.
Clara Makachikova. And for men, in first place, Gregory Basilico. No one's
We've heard
surprised.
that name a lot, yeah.
Second place, Richard Heineck. And in third place, Marcel Fabian. Really, really good lineup there. So that was the
Oh, let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go! I love that she's wearing like the booty shorts and the heels though. So we love it.
These are my setup shoes.
Of course they are. And your Fit Aid socks. That's amazing. Let's plug the sponsors.
This is peak fashion.
I love it. I love it. Well, welcome, Melissa Linden.
Hi, thanks.
I feel like she should be in the middle.
She should.
Well, you should hold your mic
Yeah, so
in between you two.
Oh,
Boy.
I'll break it.
Oh no.
Okay, you'll do it.
Great.
Hi.
Wow, this Florida humidity.
So, let's start with the obvious question. What's your favorite episode of Fran and Carlo Get OCR Adjacent?
Oh no.
See?
Starting with the hard questions already.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
what
hard
we do
to
here.
do the Zoom ones.
We're journalists.
Yeah.
We journal a lot, actually.
I don't.
You don't journal? Okay.
Nikki Perry says, hey. Nikki Perry says, hey.
Oh my gosh, Nikki Perry.
Hi, Nikki Perry.
Wait, why isn't Nikki Perry here?
I don't know.
She's supposed to be. Oh, we're supposed to do pickle shots at the pub crawl. Oh, she's here.
Pickle shots?
We can use my pickle juice, which you don't like.
I don't. I wouldn't say I don't like it.
You don't like any
I
pickle juice?
I love pickle juice. She has homemade bread and butter.
I brought homemade, homegrown, pickles for travel free. I'm super excited. They're like the cross between
No,
yellow
no,
bread
no.
and
This is
butter.
not. No.
Why?
I can't control my taste buds feel what they feel. They were unprepared for what the flavor was. That's
You
all.
have to train your taste buds to love the things that were made with love.
Thank you. I agree.
They're really easy to eat and delicious.
I had a camera in my face, and I was like, I don't know what's happening right now. And so now it's all over the internet. So anyway, speak to us about the women's field. Who's out there? Who's out there that you know that you're like, that girl rips? Besides yourself.
Oh, not me.
I don't know.
I think
Now it's
it's
not touching modest. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really fun matchup to watch between Jenny and Nikki because they're both very skilled runners.
Okay. Jenny, formerly Overstreet, now
Stiff.
Stip. There we go.
Yeah,
who else?
Nikki.
Nikki. Yep.
Yeah. Which they both did incredible last year, for sure. I think Nikki won toughest this year. Jenny won a different toughest
Yep,
this
I was
year.
there. Yep.
So that'll be a fun matchup to watch. They're both really skilled. I love seeing women go the distance.
Sure.
It's fun to watch. Because I do this sport, but I'm also a fan and a spectator of the sport. So it's fun to watch women do big things.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I think they're going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, what's your goal?
This is my third attempt at a silver bib.
Oh, they're elusive.
They are. They are, yeah. But feeling good about it.
Okay.
I put in the work, so
You
it's
clearly, I follow you. You clearly put in the work.
I try. I've been trying really hard. Yeah.
Did you happen to see the men's front got a little shook today because Ryan Atkins showed up out of
has
nowhere? You see-
emerged
Isn't
from
that
the depths.
that's really been the story of the day, honestly. It's like
Yeah.
that picture got posted and we were all like, so yeah. I'm actually I was already excited. Now I'm like extra excited.
It's going to be exciting, but he's been away from Worlds for a while.
True.
So we have some people who have performed at a high level more recently.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be a really fun matchup. To see Ryan and Josh and Joe. They're all going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Joe, he was kind of my.
He's a guy.
I was going with Joe.
Yeah, you're Team Joe.
Or Team Joe or Michael Schutt, right? 'Cause he's-
Oh, is he here?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not 100%.
Yeah, Unca saw him. Yeah, so we have legitimate
I
eyes.
mean, that'll
Yes, that's how we all feel about it, man.
If he doesn't take a nap this year,
Right.
how
I
can he
mean,
not win?
well, because there's other great athletes running against him.
He took a 3-hour nap last year.
Yeah, it's true.
But maybe he needed that nap.
Even the fact that
I feel like he learned from it. He made his adjustments, and I don't even know we can hear you when you're talking.
yeah, no,
about
I'm
the
going to
mic.
leave you for just a second unless you carry on because I don't have a microphone. I stole my microphone.
No, it's okay. No, you were a guest, so you get a microphone. That's how it works. Yes, absolutely. You've made. Yeah, I think you have more impressions on our show than anyone in the history of our show.
I think your audience is going to be very sick of me.
I don't think so.
They're going to be like, oh,
We're not
this
sick of you. That's what matters.
Melissa Linden.
Melissa
shut it
Linden!
off.
What? Exactly. She just shouts it whenever I'm like, you know who comments? She's like, Melissa Linden. I'm like, yes, Melissa
They
Linden.
talk about this Melissa
I
Linden
know.
every week. We hate her.
No, if they do that, that's their problem.
No.
Who would hate Melissa Linden?
I'm a nice lady, guys. I'm a really nice lady.
So 75 is your.
That's cool.
Do you have any obstacle that's out there that you know is out there and you're kind of like, ugh.
Well, yeah, so there's
feel that way about-
yeah, there's about 20 of them.
Okay.
Um,
Fair.
No, well swung is an obstacle that is tough for me because I am height deficient.
And we tested it out today. It's a
Yeah.
reach, man.
It's a reach.
If they don't move the little table forward a little bit, it's going to be quite a leap.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the obstacle is. I just know it's called balls deep.
Oh, the
The bouncy balls.
it's the bouncy ball, but it has a picture of Coach's face on it. It's so
Right.
cute.
It's not very far. It is not a very
No,
far.
it's not a very
so
far
We saw that today, but
But it hurts if you have to do it.
you know
it
what?
hurts.
If you're doing it, yes. So okay, so well swung gives
Yeah.
you bits. Anything else that you're kind of like,
I think any of the upper body obstacles are going to be
really? Okay.
rough after a while. So like, and here's the thing: the way the obstacles look now, I'm not 100% convinced that's how they're going to look in the race.
Okay.
So they typically put a spin on the obstacles
Yep.
for worlds. But there's the regular event in the daytime.
That's
so
true.
They have the normal obstacles now. Funky Monkey looks like Funky Monkey.
Yep.
Hanging Tough looks like Hanging Tough. But that's not to say that after that 5K comes through, they're going to go in and replace holds and stuff. So I'd love it if they didn't, but I'm expecting it. I'm expecting the worst. So those are always something that's difficult for me overnight because I'm not the best obstacle completionist.
Really?
Like
Okay.
it's a long race, so I can grit it out for a while. But as far as like being technically skilled, I wouldn't say I'm one of the more technically skilled athletes in the field.
Okay, let me ask you this then. So after 25 miles, when you start getting obstacle bypass bands, will you use it on?
Yeah.
What will you use it on? Or do you stack them or do you use them each lap? What's your strategy there?
So I always intend to stack them until the end because I know that there's like a time crunch.
Sure.
So I like to hold on to them in case I need to, unless I need to.
Yeah.
'Cause
Drop the hammer.
last year I finished with like 5 minutes to spare. I cut it really close.
Yep.
And I used my last band on Everest, which was right by the finish
That's a
line.
key one, especially from a
Yeah.
time standpoint, right?
But last year I also used some of my obstacle bypass bands early because some of the obstacles were taking too long. So I had to adjust my strategy and use them earlier than I wanted to.
Yeah.
And then also last year I was working through an injury, so some of the obstacles just like to not hurt myself, I had to use my bands as much as I wanted to. But the intention is always if I do the obstacles and the penalties as long as I can, save all of my bands until the end when I need it time-wise. Oh, wait, sorry.
Smart strategy.
That's the move. For me, I know different things work for different people.
Yeah, clearly.
That's
Yeah.
what I prefer.
We saw that a lot at the toughest in Chicago this year with the bands. He had one of the guys was using it every lap on a particular obstacle, and the other guy stacked them and then had a lightning fast last couple laps because he was able to burn through certain obstacles. So
Exactly, and that's in toughest Chicago. I saved all of my bands for the last lap, and it allowed me to go up 2 places on the
yeah, that was a really exciting race actually on the men and women's side.
And the team
And the team,
side, yeah.
that was yes.
That was very exciting.
With the locos, and then I can't remember the other guys had a really long name.
Very fast guys.
It was the guys in the annoying. It was literally something 4 guys road trip and the annoying girlfriends or something. Not supposed to. I know. But in fact, one of the guys, the guy with the crazy name, I can't think of it right now, Meister or whatever, he's here. He's running solo. He's actually going to be another strong.
Yeah.
E. Ferrasi. E. Ferrasi says hi, Carlo.
Who did?
E. Ferrasi.
Oh, hello. Of course.
Oh, greetings.
My foot's falling asleep for some reason.
I think what's tough is I don't actually know who's here. Because usually there's been a contender and elite contender list released in advance, and they didn't do that this year.
People have been asking for it.
So I think I can speculate on who I think is going to do well out of the people that I know that are here.
You should do that.
I don't know who's here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm here.
make up a list and we'll, exactly.
I'm here.
So you're here, 75 miles is your goal.
That's the goal.
I
Yeah.
like it. And are you going to carry it across the country?
If I can. Yeah, if I can.
You usually do.
What's your highest mileage so far?
At a world,
Your highest mileage.
65 was last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's 2 more laps?
Relax.
You get a gator coming out to chase you? I'll give you a little pep in your step.
So I was working back from an injury last year, so I'm thinking like injury-free Melissa versus Melissa who
I'm very strong.
I am stronger than last year, but also I'm a little clunkier. Like I think there's this balance where you start to gain muscle mass and running begins to feel really clunky.
Yeah, I know all about that.
So I'm counteracting the
never
clunk
experienced that in my
this
life.
year, which I love. I love being able to lift heavy things. But I wish I was faster.
Hey, what a woman.
Hello. Greetings all.
Who was
They
that?
have, why do they have meaning?
Oh, nice.
They have stuff. Why do they have stuff? I don't know.
I think they were trading beers.
The Holy
That's a
Grail.
lot of
Oh,
beer.
the Holy Grail chalices. Oh, they look really cool this year, too.
Yeah.
Somebody, yeah.
Jake makes those.
Yep.
They're very nice.
Anything else before we let you get on with your evening and not get your beauty sleep?
I need to eat actually.
Okay.
At some
The
point.
tacos. If you're, are you vegan or anything?
I eat all the things.
Okay.
Everything.
The vampire tacos at the little Juna place are delicious.
Okay.
Whatever the garlic sauce is was fantastic. You get 3, they're $12.
I'm gonna scope that out. I was on a meal plan for Worlds last year, and I'm technically on a meal plan this year, but it's
We're less than
not
24
as,
hours
it's
out.
not as strict.
You gotta do what you
So I
want
can-
at this point, girl.
Yeah. Well, last year I was in training for a marathon, so I was on a meal plan for that. This is on a meal plan just because.
Yeah.
So it's that I'm not. No one's gonna come after me if I break my.
I won't.
It's okay.
You'll break me in half, so I'm not gonna do anything like that.
I give myself permission to eat tacos.
Dude, I do that all the time.
Yeah. I think.
I give myself permission weekly to have tacos, so it's fine.
Why?
Take the microphone and tell you why. Tell me.
There you
Tell
go.
me for why.
You get like, it's really sad because you're like, oh, this is it. And then people are like, oh, you know what else is good about America?
Wait, are we back talking tacos right now? We're gonna fight on the live stream.
But they are.
Weird fight.
You eat 3 tacos. Like,
Okay, that's not the portion size I choose.
Yeah, who eats just 2 tacos?
well, he does.
I just had 3.
Oh, it comes in threes.
Yeah, that one came in 3. They were
Not a
delicious.
lot.
If
But I
there's-
find them just a bit disappointing.
Okay.
They're a bit disappointing.
It's been a little smarmy towards him. How do you call you Ann? It's not Ann. No, that's Fran. I left the FR. Fran's been a little smarmy towards Americans the last couple of days.
I get
So-
it.
No reason whatsoever. But, yeah.
Americans aren't always that way.
And that's actually...
Genuinely, though, not that big a fan.
Okay, what if I told you that tacos aren't an American food?
Oh my god, really? I had no idea.
Yeah, get her. Quit blaming us for everything,
Wow.
Fran.
I wasn't blaming
Quit
you.
blaming us for everything.
American propaganda.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you saying? I was saying all that back then.
I'm
You
not sure if
actually
you're
get them from a Mexican
familiar with colonialism, but you guys had a lot of that back in the day, if I'm not
Very,
mistaken.
very good.
Yeah. All those great artifacts, where'd those come from? Someone loaned those to you?
It's okay, Carlo, because next year we're gonna go to Worlds and dump tea in all their harbors.
In your harbor!
Oh, and then we could just dip straight in and drink it
Yeah,
straight
right.
before you brew it. Great.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be like, do that thing they did a long time ago.
Yeah.
That I learned about in school. And I was like, isn't that real? That's a weird protest.
I saw someone talking about that the other day. It was American talking about it, how British don't really know about it, and the British are like, it's just not that important.
Yeah, they're totally unfazed. And Americans are like, yeah, revolution.
We showed you.
Yeah,
We showed you. We dumped
Showed
tea.
A
you.
lot of people have done that to us.
Get out of here. Now we're going to tax ourselves, even though we didn't like those taxes. Anyway, wow, we've really taken a turn here.
We took a
We
turn.
got a global.
Enjoy your tacos.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
me.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
We'll see you out there. Evan, come on in. We're gonna bring Evan. Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to Evan.
Okay.
I'm the filler.
He's the filler, exactly.
I'm filling
No,
in until
you're-
the actual guest arrives.
Hang on. Don't no, you have to talk to him too, Fran.
Okay.
Oh.
So, Evan,
Yes.
you're considered when you run, you're an elite contender, right?
Yeah.
So, tell me, we're less than 24 hours out.
Okay.
If you're running this race, like, what's your night like? What's happening? How are you preparing? How are you preparing tonight for the race tomorrow?
So the first thing I would do is I would watch what I eat. So I eat something I know how my body's going to react to, right? So not tacos from a food truck.
Got tacos from a food truck.
Nothing fried. Something I know how my body reacts. 'Cause you don't want to change anything on race day. Whether that be shoes, food, etc. So eat something I know what I eat. Go back to my place, relax, and fall asleep as early as possible. Try to get like 10 hours of sleep.
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
And to do that, I basically let myself fall asleep naturally. And then I'll wake up in the middle of the night every time because my body's all ramped up. I think I should be running. And in order to make myself go back to sleep, that's when I take melatonin.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll-
Why don't you just take it at the start of the night?
because if I take it at the start of the night, it knocks me out. And then I get up like 5 hours later and I'm like, let's do it. Let's race.
Oh, okay.
So I actually take melatonin in the middle of the night to help me put me back to sleep. And if I'm still having trouble falling to sleep, I usually put on like a podcast or an audiobook or a documentary, something that's like a little bit slower talking. So it's like white noise.
Not us.
Not
Not
you guys.
us.
You guys are too
We are
intense.
not slow talking.
You're too intense for me.
Yeah.
Too slow talking for Will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will says we talk too slow.
And then in the morning, I'd basically get up, again, eat something I know I'm going to eat, that I've eaten before, I know it's going to affect me. And depending on what time I have to be at the race venue, sometimes I'll go back and lay down.
So, like, let's say in this case, it's starting a little bit later than usual, 1 p.m. start.
Yeah.
What time would you get to the event tomorrow if you were running it?
So, because we already set up pit spaces the night before,
Yeah.
I'd get there probably like 2 hours ahead of time.
Okay. So 11 o'clock or so.
So I'd wake up, probably eat a snack, and then I'd just go lay down.
Okay.
And the biggest thing for me pre-race is stay off my feet. My logic is every step I take before the race, that's one less step I can take in the race.
Ah, all
Because
right.
think about how you feel after the race. Walking to the car is arguably the most painful obstacle
100%.
of the entire event.
100%. I agree.
So if I can save that energy for in-race experience, I will. Right? So like once I get to the venue, I basically walk straight to my tent, lay down, and I get up to piss maybe, but I try not to move. When I get to the start line, I sit down at the start line. Again, I'm just trying to stay off my feet.
Yeah. And that start line, that could be a half hour.
Yeah.
That you're just sitting there going through intro. I mean, it's fine. It's a whole thing, but it's like, yeah, it actually becomes kind of part of the whole process.
First OCR,
Just sitting there on a knee or standing or kneeling or for at least a half hour sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes even an hour,
They
they
load
want
you
you
in
in
pretty
the
early.
shower,
So yeah, and tomorrow with the way the heat's going to be and there's no coverage out there,
It's gonna
like people are going to be baking.
We went
So-
out today at 9, 20 past 9.
Yeah.
We headed out today from, wasn't a hot lap, but pretty beautiful. It was like
It was
half
a
9.
very
And it
mild
was,
lap. Well, miserable.
I mean, the ice got so swollen. Like, my hands were like sausages.
Yeah.
With the heat.
Oh, were they really?
Yeah, my hands were really, really swollen.
Just
My
from our
fingers were
5K today.
Just from the heat. And
Yeah.
that was like
Yeah.
9 o'clock. So, starting a good day.
Yeah.
I mean, I just always wanted to do it. I finished school,
How do you advise me?
have to worry about university,
I
fees,
found it,
studying, so it's like,
I
I'm gonna do
got
it.
it. It's pretty
Get
good.
out of the way
Yeah.
while still young.
Yeah.
What OCR stuff did you do?
So a lot of it, just like the resting, actually starts days beforehand. Right? So you don't want to binge.
Yeah. Oh, dang it.
You don't want to be like, I'm racing tomorrow, I should binge water, right?
Right.
Because now you're flushing your system. So you wanted like a couple of days ago, you want to try to increase your hydration a little bit. Generally avoid caffeine, avoid alcohol, any any of the stuff that natural diuretics, avoid that. And then during the race, drink frequently. You want to drink before you're thirsty. When you're thirsty, that's your body signaling you're already in the deficit. And for me, I have a very fixed nutrition plan. I know what I do, and I do it every single race, which I think is why my race is very consistent. I'm not always at the top, but I'm always near the top, and I'm always consistent. And every lap I come through, I drink. I take essentially electrolyte tablets, and then I also drink.
You can share with your family and friends too.
Fat carb protein blend. It's got all the nutrition I need. Both have nutrition products. So essentially, I'm basically fueling off completely my liquids for about usually 18 to 20 hours a race. It's fun. It's just like anything else. Your body will get used to what you make it get used to.
Yeah.
So I just force it.
I'm probably going to do that. Yeah.
It's my technique.
I love it. And just tell them
Would you recommend anyone taking both?
Yeah, it depends on. So there's usually one water station usually around the halfway point. If you're moving slow and the heat is high, then yeah, you might want to take water. As an elite, if you're an elite runner, I would not take it. That extra water is water you have to carry. That's extra calories you have to burn. That's weight you have to carry across obstacles. It is detrimental.
I didn't want to screw myself over by going so hard.
If you are going to carry water, I would carry it in a pack form. Not that you don't see runners carrying it in like the hand form because you have to do obstacles. But as a general rule, the farther away I get the weight from my body, the more costly it is. So weight on the distal end, your hands, your feet, that requires more energy production than weight attached to your body and your set.
move up everything.
Yeah, I got.
Everywhere you
I prepared everything for that, so don't worry. I'm ready for something to happen this time because it didn't happen on the first one, so I didn't think like, why would I?
Give me your top three.
Men's top three. Okay.
Knowing, right? You know who else here, right?
You have to. Number one, you have to go with Ryan Atkins.
That's the thing, right?
You just have to, right?
He's been gone. It doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter. He's not gonna. He's a very serious competitor. He's not gonna show up and be like, I didn't really train. I'm just gonna wing it.
Right.
He shows up. He means business. He's never lost world's toughest mudder.
Never lost it.
He has never lost a toughest mudder. I don't think.
Anything over 8 hours, I believe he's never lost.
The only Ultra OCR I'm aware that he's not won is Alula in Saudi Arabia, which is a tough 150.
Which was also the most.
Yeah, it was against John Allen, and that field was stupid fast. Like they were moving so fast, it was insane. So you have to give one to him. Two, I'm going with my teammate Josh Fiore. He's been pacing. He hasn't been racing as much as he usually does. Yeah. Very serious competitor. Hit 100 miles, I think, twice in his history. So I think he's coming in hot. I think he's going to blow the way. Love it. And then three, I'm going with. Maybe I'm a little biased because I've been teammates with these guys. Christian Brown Johnson, CBJ. I think also 2 100-mile finishes. I ran in Alula with him in Saudi Arabia. Consistent performer. He's always like top. He's always like, I think, just off the podium.
Yeah.
So that's the three I'm going with. Although.
You know Michael Schutz here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, he hates European speed. Yeah.
So I am biased towards Americans. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm biased towards Americans.
I punch you right in your beautiful face.
I know them better, so I know what they normally put out. And the Europeans are always wild cards.
He's not biased because he doesn't like Europeans. He's just biased towards what he knows.
You heard it here first. Hates Europeans.
We'll go with that. Perfect.
But then you also have to mention Trevor Psychos, right? So
yes.
So many guys.
So Trevor, if we throw away last year was a fluke.
Yeah, he was just kind of.
If we throw away that year, he had missed the podium once in 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah.
Missed the podium once. Average was 100 miles per race.
Yep.
His average. So regardless of temperature, regardless of the weather, regardless of the obstacles.
Yep.
The terrain, 100 miles. So look for him up there as well. And then, the list goes on.
Yeah.
So that's for the men's side. For the women's side, Jenny Overstreet, now Jenny Stipp.
Yep.
I got my money on her. She's
solid.
And again, I feel like I am biased. She's on my pro OCR team. So, but if you look at her performance, right, shows up at toughest wins. Shows up at world stuff is forgets her timing chip a lap and drops from second to third.
That was a rough one, yeah.
And there was some drama about rules. for some of the people who beat her. I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah, we all know.
And then the last minute decision to come to World's Toughest after she did another ultra. So she shows up like not in good shape.
Yeah.
Said she was recovering, and I think she came in fourth.
Yeah.
She's all in. I know her. She's serious. She's going to blow it out of the water.
I love it. Okay.
So,
Perfect. Thank you, Evan.
thank you.
Carry on here.
Good filler.
Yeah. No. Filler. We're talking about it was solid. I know. Everybody's pointing at somebody. What's happening? What are you doing here? Hey, Melissa.
Hi.
Clearly, no. Come on in.
I'm just
Clearly,
gonna
we
take
have-
a wander.
No, what are you
No,
doing?
just go for it.
We're missing a lot, Leah. That's
Yeah, it's too awkward sharing a mic. So.
Come on in.
I will share with you.
So, all right. Melissa Dugan is here.
Hi.
We got kids running around. This is fantastic. Any more comments by chance? Any questions? So I know. Just I'm curious before we get to anybody saying hi. It's okay. We can't see what's happening.
Dustin DeRose said, to the harbor.
To the
And-
was our
Kevin Cadler said, yo guys, hello from Scotland, watching
Calder?
with
Oh, Calder.
Calder, watching with FOMO this year.
Yes. Well, we'll be in 6 months. We'll be out there. Kevin will probably be at the one in the UK, I imagine.
Yes.
Are you going to be there?
I already got a house booked.
that makes sense. Do you really?
Yeah.
We have a house booked yet?
Oh, wait till you see my house.
Why don't we have it?
It's a quarter-mile from the venue, and it's a Bridgerton house.
I don't know what that means.
It's a big, pink
Does
house.
it have a putt-putt course?
Oh.
Amazing.
Yeah, does it have a putt-putt course? Our house has a putt-putt course right now. It's not a great putt-putt course, but it's still an Airbnb with a putt-putt course, so that's pretty cool.
We have a hot tub.
That is a beautiful little German Shepherd puppy over there, by the way. I just scrolled out on the puppy. But, Melissa, what number is this for you? World's Toughest Man. First off, are you running or crewing? What are you doing?
I'm running.
Okay.
My contender bib.
How did you earn your contender bib? What did you do?
I earned it twice this year. I did both in the UK. I
Right.
did Infinity and Midlands, which is where the race is next year, which I'm
Yep.
so excited about because it's not. Yorkshire was ridiculous. You're going uphill when you're going downhill. It's very difficult. I think it was like 1,500 feet of elevation every lap in Yorkshire.
Right.
So I got Infinity. I got my 25 miles with an hour to spare, which I'm
nice.
not fast. So I know that it's very
Not fast, I like that.
no, I'm not. So
From my own
knowing I had an hour to spare with 25 miles of Infinity was good. And then I got 30 miles at toughest in Yorkshire, and I got third place in England. So,
Lovely. Okay.
So
That's how we got the bib. All right, and this is number what for you? I'm sorry.
running. So this weekend is the 10th year I've done Worlds because we're at the Sandstorm.
Yeah,
anniversary
2014.
of 10
Yeah.
years.
Yep.
That was my first, and I ran 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then I pitted 19, COVID 20, pitted 21, 22, and I ran last year. So this is 11, 10.
Okay. But as far as running goes,
This is my 6th running
excellent.
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And where are you at? I know you're always like, I just want to run the whole time. But you have a mileage goal. Come on, what's your mileage goal?
Well, after I got 55, which is the best I'd ever done,
Yeah.
last year I wanted, I'm going to get 65 next year in Florida.
It's a leap, yes.
It was a big leap, and then I did really well training, and I think really trained up through summer and doing the Infinity and toughest.
Yep.
And then I had a whole lot of fun instead of a lot of training. Since then.
Whatever.
a
What's
lot
wrong
of
with
traveling, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I would be really happy with 50 this year if I got 50. Just because.
Gosh, you're going to get 15 in your sleep.
Dude,
Talking about,
I thought
dude, nothing.
Vegas was hot, and it was what 70 something.
Okay, there is
degrees.
that.
It's going to be 87 when we start tomorrow. 87.
Ish.
You're gonna die.
It's a dry
I'm
heat.
going to hell.
It's actually not a dry heat, it's quite a wet heat, which is what I don't like either. And the terrain is very uneven, and yeah.
That I'm not worried about.
I'm worried
I
about
don't
it.
know. It looks like there's not going to be long penalties.
No, it didn't look, well,
The
yeah, the
one.
one we saw, it didn't look, balls deep didn't look very long. So.
No, but
it-
what
it-
was they said there was going to be a penalty run
Oh, I don't know. We
on
didn't
one
see
of
it.
them.
We didn't get to see the whole course, so we ran a little 5K loop of it today. So.
No, well, no, but they talked about it in the briefing.
Oh, we didn't go to the briefing. We were.
Well, if you're on the World Toughest Better Community page,
I saw you stream it
I
in
live
there.
streamed it, so you guys
I
can
did
go look
see
at
that.
it there.
Yeah.
So most of them look like very short penalties in the sense of it's not like a mile long run that we've had before. You know,
Right.
like a mile if you miss.
Yeah.
But one of them
they did say was a longer run, and I can't remember.
Well,
it was Everest. It was Everest, but they
It's
didn't say
called
how
Run
long.
Forest Run.
Run Forest
It's
Run.
called Run Forest Run.
Yeah, so I don't. We'll see. I bet that's a mile, but
Down the hill.
What's that?
Everest is up on a hill. You got to go down the hill.
Oh, down it is. Yeah, that's like the only real elevation. Real
all right.
elevation.
Well,
So.
I mean, Francis and them will be there.
Yep,
so at
exactly.
least-
You
at
should
least
be.
3 guys.
Go see those guys. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Really. So.
Okay. All right.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by. I'll need my microphone back, but we'll see you out there tomorrow.
Yes. Very excited.
I think Fran's mad now. I might be in trouble.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you guys.
Be honest with me, Fran. This is our 21st episode, right? How angry are you with me right now? Keep walking away. Instead of having guests, I get guests, and you're like, fine, next. But I could have let you talk. Was that a bug? Oh, I didn't want to. I thought it was itchy. I was afraid, but
Why are you angry at you?
because Fran, you're always angry at me. Nobody believes that. So let's do this because we've actually been going for 40-something minutes now, which is almost episode length. Will is supposed to come up with thoughts on things for us.
Thoughts on things.
So Will's going to ask us the thoughts on things question that we're both going to
I've just been
answer.
having
What's your best story from a family reunion or holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas? Someone,
best story.
Best or worst.
Best or worst story from a family reunion and or
holiday greet
so
or
a family gathering.
exactly.
Best or worst story from a family home. That's a good one. Do you have any other questions?
Yep.
I don't think that's a good question
Yeah,
for
I
either of
know.
us.
Yeah, it's a live stream. We don't have time to edit.
What's the best or worst thing that's ever happened to you at a race?
At a race.
At a race. Could be on the course, could be working media. Best
Okay.
story, funnest, or worst.
Okay.
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 Do you have one?
You know, you go for it. I'm thinking.
I was going to do the same thing. This is the
Okay.
part where if I was editing, I would like cut this little dead spot out. I know this is
Well,
like,
maybe come up with answers really quickly.
you come up with answers really quickly.
Best thing that's happened to me at a race.
That's a really, oh my gosh. Okay, the best thing that's happened to me at a race was in my very first World's Toughest Mudder in 2015 when they had an obstacle called Upper Decker that was actually DNFing people. And I came up to it on like my 4th lap, scared to death that I wouldn't be able to do it and I was going to be DNF'd. It was a must complete. And they had kind of gotten wind that it was like taking people out, and they changed the obstacle so that it wasn't quite as difficult, and it was I might have DNF'd that race if I didn't do that. So that was my
What
as
year
far
was
as
that?
2015, because it's like Shawshank, right? But they had, so it was the Shawshank penalty or the Shawshank with the tube, but they had at the end of it they had a rope hanging down with rings, and you had to get in the backwards way, climb up the rope, and then get in the tube and go down. And it was like people were cramping up. You couldn't get your feet in the rings. You couldn't pull yourself up. That's where a guy named Hayden Chavez, who's still in the community, I don't think he comes to Worlds much anymore, he became like a legend because he actually basically like aborted his own race and sat in that water all night long and helped people up until they, in fact, WTM heard his story and ended up giving him like a free pass for the next year.
Years
So-
before Everest Angels or
Exactly. That's right, he was before Everest Angels. How about you, Fran?
I mean, it depends. If
Okay.
we're talking about a race I've been at or a race I've run.
It could be either. That's what Will said.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay back.
I would say, so immediately I started thinking about the first race. Let's be honest, the only race I ever won. And what happened was I trained. And it's weird what happens when you train. You get quite good.
Works for Ryan Atkins.
It does. Let's see. But actually, I'm not going to tell that story because it's boring. I think the best thing that happened. Huh?
Oh, no, but I would have bet money you're going to tell a story about Tough Guy.
No, nothing to do with Tough Guy. I would say it was actually this year at OCR this year.
Yeah.
And we did the Parade of Nations.
Parade of Nations.
And we got everyone outside the front of the building, and they marched through the building, and then they went around. And we don't have a lot of footage of it because the camera guy was like editing.
I mean, you don't even post it on it.
Yeah.
Not our camera guy.
Well, mine. But I've got it on my phone. But it was just, it was such an awesome moment, and I cried and cried and cried.
I love this. That event means a lot to you.
Oh, it meant so much to me. And everyone was just like waving their flags and marching together. And they all got onto the stage and took pictures. And it was just a really good point.
You did.
It was very, very important to me. And it was a really lovely celebration of people and sport. And it was great to see people there. And that was probably my best moment with Will playing.
He's not. He's just feeding you and then letting it go. That's a great story. He didn't hear it. That's okay. Well,
Hey,
friend, we're
Mike reminded me that Tyler Veerman and Mark Gaudette are in teams.
Tyler Veerman and Mark Gaudette are a team.
That's unstoppable. Yeah.
I did not know that.
So our team won the play.
I don't know. Chris is pretty. Oh yeah, our team probably would not have won. I didn't realize I didn't see them today. So Tyler Veerman and Mark Gaudette, who are both like strong performers, are a two-man team. The two-man team. So I don't know of any other. I actually don't know who else is on the team, to be honest. But yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
Wow, this was fun.
this was fun.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Well, what time's our live stream start tomorrow?
Midday,
We
12.
starting right at noon. You do an hour run up.
Probably like sometime afternoon.
Okay, let's say 12:30ish. We'll go
We're going
live.
live.
The links are already up on the OCR Port YouTube page. Please check those out.
And on the Instagram
and
page.
Instagram page. I'll be doing Instagram coverage all day, all night tomorrow. And get some rest and come watch our beautiful faces.
Stick with you throughout the whole race.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Ryan Atkins is here. Bye.
Mics are still on.
Hot Mike.
Hot Mike.
Look at us.
Hot Jason.
Look at Hot Jason.
Hot Carlo.
Hot Carlo.
Hot Will.
Hot Will. Not me. Not me. And there's Mike's chest. Yep. Look at Mike's up. Mike's doing the. Oh, no,
Worst thing is I missed.
That's Will Hicks. Look at it. Good night, guys. Let us know when